everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Detroit! Hurry up,
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Gun! No. Check. Over!
Uses the stiff arm. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hurry up,
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 44 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Undercrunch. Kill. Back. 81. Switch. Sunday. Check. Hey, Lou.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And incomplete to open things up. Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The slot man in motion right. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Ram. Go now. Ram.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Lion. Watch 57. All right, T, let's... All right, T. Hey, kill. He's checking. Crash. Score, Tokyo. Ship.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Strong left. Here we go. Sunday.
Slot man moves right. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
Second down following the run.
There we go. Back. 120.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
Lion. Check. Ford Tokyo. Check 43.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Right. Here we go. 180. Check 59. Lion. Mike is 59. Ford Tokyo. Ram. Here we go. Sunday. Kill. Sunday. Check nickel. Liz 5-7. Hey, kill. Watch twist. Liz.
On play action, it's Wentz. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check. Lucky. Ford Tokyo. Nice stat. They don't Sunday. They don't kill. Keep playing.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Watch right. Done. Ford Tokyo. Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Slam. Hey, kill. Here we go. Liz 5-3. Wrap.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check 50, check 50. Sunday.
On second down, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he lost the football. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Sunday. Slam. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Set. Green, 39. Got it. Detroit. Check.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 3-19. Back to the Philly. Leopard. Shit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Dancing, and the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn the overs. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey. We got 4. Ram. Tighten up. Lion. Hey, watch Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There we go. Back. Sunday. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Slam. Ram. Over.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Set! Boom! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Go! Leopard! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 58 yards. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And
he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, now, look at 3. Alert 3. Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play action. Now Wentz. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now they try the right side here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Sunday. Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3. 25. Check 25.
Now Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Back. Kill. Check. Presto. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Gun. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
We got four down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's it, baby. That's it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. For Tokyo. You got D. Kill. Check 9, check 9.
In motion, Gronkowski.
Check 4, check 4. Ram. He's moving, boys, he's moving. For Tokyo.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I'm trying to collect. Dragon. Check. Kill. Watch out. Ram.
Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
For Tokyo. Ariel, back. We got 3 down. Run. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. 5-9. Ram. Watch the twist. What's up?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right.
Let's go, motion. Sunday. 49, check 49.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Watch twist. Sunday. Hey, motion backfield. Hey, ram. Hey, ram. Check the backer.
Kill.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Sunday, 5-9. Don't get nervous. For Tokyo. What's this on? Check.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And here now it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Tight dog. Run. Get it, baby. Boom. Sunday, push. Under 10.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit. Because I will leave openings, right? You can sting me. But how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock.
It got his man complete. The 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, 97 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And Denver getting set to take the field. On play action, Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hey, turn it up. 81. Undercrush.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
Back.
On play action, it's Wentz. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the wideout in motion.
Hey, Lou. Hey, Ram. He's checking. What's this on? Crash. Liz 5-3.
Fort Tokyo. Into the red zone. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Sunday. Check. Hey, Ram. Check 43.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage. It'll make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And McManus able to put it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a handoff looking right. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Detroit! Leopard! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.